rock and roll.
But what we're not going to see in this game is Jace and Galio. GX return to the blue side. Orianna going to be the second ban coming through from BDS.
That was at first a Rumble B1 angle, but then they banned Galio anyway. So maybe it was like, we're going to pick Galio into, or we don't want to pick Galio into a mid. What do you want?
Jinx is a champ that wins games in the LEC.
Especially for Ice. I like the sound of that.
Could be. Maybe you just go
Aphelios, Jinx.
Full on protect the puppy. Old school Uzi style.
Protect the puppy.
Lulu, Jinx, Ornn, Sejuani.
Go Kog'Maw instead. Oh my god.
I figured Varus might be.
Varus.
Yep, there it is. Now, we did talk about the lethality being nerfed a little bit.
Yeah.
But yesterday, we still saw the lethality Varus come through.
And we see it in LCK. Like, it was still there today as well.
Pros can be stubborn.
Yeah.
But the beauty of Varus is you can be flexible. You can always shift towards the on-hit build, depending on who your opposition is. And let's see, will we get something like a Sejuani? With the Trundle banned, that's prime real estate right there. Or instead, do you want to lock in an AD carry matchup? It looks like...
Oh, I mean, we forgot. We talked about this in game one. It's just left for BDS.
That it is. Taliyah.
With Pantheon. Taliyah Pantheon. How easy is that?
The premier mid-jungle duo. A lot of setup. A lot of easy playmaking potential. What we heard Finn asking for BDS is engage everywhere. Tools across the board. And Pantheon Taliyah could be those tools, especially again, maybe even a Jarvan. No flash available. Well, when that flash is gone from the Varus, easy pickings, potentially.
They could just pick Jarvan here on GX. Let's see. I mean, again, you already brought up Sejuani.
Yone,
Jackie's
Maokai.
Loves Yone, so it could be the Maokai, as you said. Sejuani, also great pairing for the melee.
True, Sejuani is another great option. With Gwen open, they could even pick an AP top in that.
They could.
Cho'Gath is a possibility as well. Decisions right now. GX are just running down the clock, contemplating their options. I'd be surprised if they locked in support here, but there's always the possibility. Maybe you want an early Leona for Jhin, for example, maybe an early Alistar. Okay, Nami was not what I was expecting, but we'll see what ends up getting locked in.
That's got to be a hover for sure.
That has to be.
Purely a hover. As you said, also just side note with the Sejuani in the back of our mind too, Renekton's also still up and available for GX as if Lot wants that as an option, especially when you talk about the Gwen, as the Renekton is a good matchup into it. Maybe a jungle here, right? We were thinking about it before.
There it is.
Finally.
The EU Classic.
EU tree. Picked 0 times. That's in playoffs. Well, that's not playoffs, but that's playoffs.
The cross groups decider.
But the stat there is also...
Oh.
It goes into playoffs.
I see. Fair enough.
So,
thanks for that.
No worries.
Added clarification. Now,
I'm here for you.
BDS, will they look to get their jungle themselves? Will they go for the Pantheon? It looks like they will.
It was too good not to.
Taliyah, Pantheon. Mid is the place to attack for BDS. Such an easy setup. You connect the stun, you get the knockback, the damage is good. It's a nice combo. It's a tried and true combo. Very reliable. Easy follow-up with the Jhin later on into the game with a bit of long-range damage as well and a bit of poke available to him. But now it moves into the second phase of bans, and you have to imagine that with things matched up, things like support, top lane becomes the next priority, and there's that AP top we were talking about. Gwen going to be removed from the pool on the side of BDS. I wonder what else they could be thinking about. Nico, we have seen taken away a couple times. There's going to be that removed from Parus as an engage option. Will Alistar Leona raise in priority in terms of supports that need to be removed in terms of their engage possibilities?
Like Alistar with comp like BDS would be nice for GX to take a handle of. With the Gwen gone as well. I mean, I've said this every game, but tank viability rises a little bit. Kasante's gone. Sion is gone. And Bessa also, as a side note, is gone. So, Vedi, I'm just going to throw it out there again. I'm just going to say that Ornn is an option here. Unless there's any other tank that you think I'm missing.
Well, right now, I think GX don't feel like they need a tank. I feel like GX has Alistar and...
Oh, no, they're fine. I'm talking about BDS, because BDS are fishing a bit with this Gwen.
They have engaged with the Pantheon. They just need something that works with the Pantheon. Leona, I think, could be good. Alistar, I think, is also fine.
Ornn ban. I told you, somewhere I'm a genius. I told you.
I mean, late game in a series, the value of that engage definitely rises. They're looking to pinch this pool from BDS. I just think of Rooster as a player, and like, Ornn is not the one that comes to mind.
No, it's definitely not.
We've seen him play some Sion before. Still, What is it going to be? What are they thinking about? Do they just lock their support here? Do they just grab themselves? Nope, they will not.
Big Aatrox? Really? Okay.
All right, Laure. Fiora.
Cannon.
Oh.
Nah.
Gnar's fine.
Renekton is a skill matchup maybe as well? Just a thought.
Yeah, I mean, it would just be a pretty neutral lane. But also, I just don't think Renekton makes a ton of sense into Jhin, Taliyah. I feel like you're never getting onto those champions.
Yeah. Nah, it's just another engage for the kid.
There's that Alistar we've been harping on about.
Good go buttons.
Good go buttons indeed. Good follow-up, good engage, straightforward, side lane threat. I think that their damage might be a little lacking if they go for the lethality Varus, maybe, but BDS's comp is quite squishy.
Oh, what a power pick on 5 though. But where's it?
Silas support, I'm down.
I mean, it could be Silas jungle and then Pantheon support, but definitely, okay, there's Gragas. Gragas support. So they get a bit more AP in the profile alongside the Taliyah. What do you think of this? They've got disengage, they've got pick. They do
I think BDS's comp just has to be proactive. That's the thing. And that's the thing that concerns me is they haven't made me believe yet that they can be a proactive team.
True.
Like, we've seen them punish some of the mistakes from GX, but they really don't convert it into much. And so with a composition that consists of Taliyah Pantheon, you need to be playing through sides. You need to be attacking isolated members across the map. You need to be doing stuff. And so the responsibility is going to be on Nuke and Bukata working together. And Parus is going to provide some great disengage. That's definitely true. But disengage is not what BDS have needed. They needed the confidence to force fights and be ready to contest GX on these objectives, because the one thing we can say for sure is GX is an objective-focused team.
Yep.
They are early game driven, they love to skirmish, they love their setups around these neutrals, and so far in this series they've been pretty damn good at it.
They really have. GX have been the better team through and through. 2 games of 2, you know, really good proactive drafts, I'll say as well, that have made it easy for GX to run over in the first 15-20 minutes of the game. Now, Game 1, I feel like, was BDS's most complete draft so far, but I hope they prove me wrong. I hope Game 3, BDS can show us something. Otherwise, they are out for the next 3 months. They're gone. They're done. Not something that BDS fans are used to experiencing. I think when you think about the longevity of this organization.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a tough road for BDS.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about how just last year they were a team that was fighting at the top of the table. But this year has been a real struggle. The roster changes haven't panned out the way that they had hoped. They've had to make a bunch of roster changes throughout the year as well, which has also impacted them.
If you're wondering for the random cheering, there are Parus being thrown out currently. And so they're looking forward for little squishy plushies. Maybe it's to rile the BDS. Maybe it's the pity for the BDS fans currently, because they are struggling a little bit. Now, we were talking about it before, but this is what it's been like to be a BDS fan recently. So 2024, like, we called them gatekeepers. In previous years, like, I remember I first casted this team in 2023 at Worlds, and I remember BDS were this serious foe that were like, I mean, you know, they had Adam in top lane, and I just remember, like, they were such a fun team to cast. And then they've obviously made a lot of changes, and it's been difficult to see the trajectory of this team, but to be a fan of them this year has been quite difficult.
They were a team that was defined as being predictable. Like, they were the opposite of what they are now. They had a very clear style that worked very well against teams that were worse than them, but against teams that were better, that seemed to come in prepared, know how to break apart those plans. That was where BDS fell short. But they were so close to being at the top so many times last year that it was kind of a surprise to see so many of the shifts that we ended up seeing. And obviously, the off-season, a lot of things happen. Players have different priorities. Things can change at the drop of a hat. But BDS have been looking for that identity all year, and of course all these roster changes haven't helped, but they're going to need to find something here in this Game 4, and they're going to have to make some serious magic happen, because so far in this series, GX have had their thumb on the pulse. They have been nothing but proactive, and the Analyst desk have praised him. Isma is worthy of that praise. Obviously, Noah has been panning out the stat line, but Isma's really been the driving force in these early games, and credit to him, because his debut into the LEC was not what we would expect. I mean, sorry, I guess it's better to say it didn't go the way that he would want. He didn't have a good start. He didn't have a great performance on SK, but he seems to have found his place on GX.
Even last split, I don't think he had, you know, that great of a performance, right? Like, he also went and filled in for KC Blue earlier in the year at EMEA Masters, you know, for the squad, and was like the best performing member, but, you know, it was up and down there due to the squad. I think Isma's had a turbulent year, but so far he can be proud of his performances. There are some good trades in bot. Jhin just gets walloped.
Very good trades in bot.
Parus set that up and Ice spiked it down.
The fourth shot coming through from Ice, doing some serious damage. He's got that fourth shot once more. Jhin has to be careful. The level 3 really doing some work right now for BDS. Here comes the level ups. Help GX's bot lane out, keeping our eyes on the junglers. And the observer's highlighting it for us right now. Bukada threatening that dive. He doesn't care if he's walking over vision. This wave is stacked, and they're looking to get some early kills.
Okay, Bukada needs to execute this cleanly against an Alistar. Heal's already popped out, double pulverized. Parus is tanking up, that's double flash. Oh, singular, excuse me. I thought Bukada did, but he just got headbutted away. Excuse me, but Parus double summoner, and that was not a clean execution in the end.
I don't think GX is upset about that. Time was spent committing to that dive, and Jhin played it about as well as he could have. The moment Parus got tower aggro, instantly knocked him in the air. So he's forced to flash very quickly because of the risk of that tower damage stacking. BDS, they got the ghost out from Noah. He still has his flash available. Parus had to burn both his summoner spells. Does of course have the unsealed spellbook, so it's not the end of the world for him.
Nice from Parus.
Wave though in a bit of an awkward spot. Ice's timing is good as he will return to lane to catch this. Isma's being forced to cover as he knows how awkward it is for his bot lane right now.
Maybe Isma can get some deep vision here as well. Could turn into a reverse dive. Noah still has flash available. Jhin can just pulverize in. Parus is low and bopped away. What a grasp, and Parus is just autoed to death. First blood over to GX. Jhin though traded. Nicely done from Ice, making it a 1-for-1.
Yeah, I think Isma, he got a little greedy with his use of the W. He wanted to completely mitigate the damage, and I don't think he realized that Jhin would still be holding tower aggro. They could have gotten away there cleanly, 1-for-0. Oh, but now it's Jackie's the target.
It's a buffer though with the stun in. Still, Bukada's damage means a lot. Jackie's also just teleported in. That health is very meaningful for the trade.
These type of plays you need to be seeing from BDS because of the nature of their mid-jungle duo. This is an ambitious contest though. I don't think, yeah, he's not going to get that. Isma doesn't have his smite available. Bukada does, but he's not going to... Oh, he does!
Okay.
Wow, I'm actually surprised he got that.
Well, he did. I thought the spear was at 100. It's because of the jungle pet stole it.
The all chat was Isma typing 0.5 sad face.
Oh, no.
I imagine he was talking about his smite and how close it was to coming up.
Yep.
Could have also been his Q. Either way.
Because he got it to 106, and then the jungle pet after the auto or bramble smash must have...
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
So small, and I mean very small, advantage gained for Bukada. But I like the idea that they're making that play in the mid lane. Chunking Jackie's out is always a nice thing to make happen, but he's Yone, and he can do stuff like that. Already got his Zerka's Greaves, going to be working towards that Blade of the Ruin King next. Going to take a little while to get there, but that is the item spike that everyone is afraid of.
Now, Betty, once again, Lot has opted into a matchup, which is very comfortable for him.
Yep.
So he got the option after, I think they've done this twice in a row. They've left this support counter pick and they've blinded top lane.
Yep.
And, you know, we're kind of questioning it, but Rooster wanted this Aatrox. But Lot has been fine. Hasn't actually backed yet, as Dragon does go down to BDS in the meantime here in bot. But as Lot gets his first back across, he's going to be in a pretty good spot. He might just have a Phage already. Let's have a look. Phage, no Tarbies, and a longsword. Double longsword.
Credit to BDS for getting that early dragon. Nice window of opportunity. And we have to acknowledge that Isma being on this Maokai, it's much harder for him to have the same level of proactivity that he's had in the last 2 games.
Yep.
In contrast to the Vi and the Xin Zhao that he was playing.
True.
So GX definitely happy to take this a little bit slower. Obviously, we should have mentioned it earlier, but the Lethality Varus is what Noah is going to be playing. I apologize if you did already mention
I think people would have seen comment and gone, oh.
Yeah.
No surprise.
I mean, I will say it is a bit of a surprise.
Do you know why it's not a surprise?
Better.
Yeah, it is, but like pro players hold on to metas and patches of the past, even if something gets nerfed. it'll be tried a little bit more, and then if it's not successful, it'll disappear completely. I think Nefiri was a great example where, although she did get nerfed a bit, people
she got nerfed a lot,
but people still tried her after the nerfs, and then she fell off because it just wasn't as good.
Yeah, but do you remember Pantheon at the start of this split, where he got nerfed? I think LCK and LPL was still perma-picking banning him.
Yeah.
LEC was like, no, we're never playing this champ again.
And then now, like, it wiggles.
And now everyone's somewhere kind of in the middle.
Yeah. It's weird. I think
people interpret things very differently.
People are also stubborn. Grub number 1 taken. BDS, they're not late to the show. They're definitely here. Pantheon wants to steal again with a Q. Meanwhile, All In is acquired. Nuke has to get out. Excuse me for the misspeakers. Jhin flashes out as well with his Unbreakable Will. Deadly Flourish and a lockdown while a curtain is calling. Jhin good evade, but now Isma's in the way. The jungle, not enough. The flash from Bukata seals the deal. And meanwhile, Isma just runs back to his turret. That's one for BDS after Jackie's pulled the trigger on Nuke.
A nice response from BDS. Nuke with good reflexes still, going against the namesake.
That was the Freudian slip.
Able to get out of that situation and convert it into a kill themselves onto Jhin. A single kill away from that feat of warfare. Ice quick now to capitalize by catching this wave. And immediately, Bukata's making his way into the enemy jungle, looking to try and steal away some camps. And they've got great vision coverage as well. They've set up nicely on that bot side. The wards should still be around, ready for the dragon respawn as Nuke being sent up towards the top side. Much more favorable matchup here.
He has ulti. He's going to go for the solo kill. Lot flashes away. Nuke doesn't get the threaded volley. Wait for the shove. Not needed. That is why he's BDS's hero.
Okay, so BDS are definitely starting to wake up now. 3 kills on the board. And Nuke finding a solo kill on the top side. Gets a nice gold injection as well. There's still 1 grub remaining. We'll see if BDS look to try and take that off the map, but their priority should be the dragon spawning in about 2 minutes' time. Nuke will be uncontested as he secures a tower plate in the top lane. Rooster will be going back to base. I wonder if he's actually going to make the swap happen back towards top. We'll see.
My only question for this game is if Nuke can translate the lead like he's had, I think, actually all 3 games. Can't remember game 2, but the Ziggs game, early 3 kills on the Ziggs.
Oh, he did have a lead in the Victor game.
He did. Nuke has been ahead, or at least like the most gold-worthy on BDS 3 games in a row.
He's had gold leads, for sure.
He has, yeah. It's just never gone anywhere, unfortunately, and Nuke once again, not just with the solo kill, but with the small CS lead, however marginal there as he now moves to bot. It's been a big deal for this BDS mid laner, who's now one of the old guard and ever-changing roster. BDS going to try and make a play towards bot now as well. Parus doesn't have his ulti available, but with TP, it's a defensive play turned into an aggressive one. Lot already Gnars into the wall as Nuke, as I'm talking about him. He's in trouble. Jackie's coming in to silence him, and with Nuke up against the wall, he's got no ulti, no way out. And Jackie's will take the kill. A really good switcheroo from GX.
A nice collapse comes through, and getting that kill onto a Yone is really, really valuable. He's already got 2 components of the 3 needed for Blade of the Ruined King. But getting that injection of gold will help a lot. And what was a gold advantage for Nuke has now swung in favor of Jackie's. He's going to be isolated on the bot side of the map. Happy to just push that in, see if he can get a few more tower plates as Rooster does the same thing on the top side. GX demonstrating that they're not just going to slow down. They are a proactive team themselves, always looking to try and make something happen on the Rift. 10 seconds until the dragon is up. The resets have come through. Isma, 1 more minion. He just needs to be in the vicinity, and he will get that level 8. A couple of extra stats would be much needed. There we go. Level 8 now ticked over as he secures the Raptors instead. And here we go. Dragon fight soon to ensue.
But look at the range. Noah's just poked out Ice, or rather missed, I think. But at least the aggression is there, as mid-wave is the focus for now on GX. They've slowed down this play. The Weaver's Wall is back up and available for Nuke too, so he's got a lot more to contribute for this second Dragon. BDS got the first one. If they could steal away the mountain stacks, it would feel so good here as 3 on Dragon, and still no one starting off. GX are not pulling the trigger yet. Pantheon ult. He's going in onto Noah. There's no flash available. He gets exhausted. Bukata can't move for the time being. Jhin in the way. 3-man pulverize. Holds the play with an unbreakable will, and the end's on the way. Parus is not caught up, but BDS have been brought together to say goodnight Jacky's the ulti lines beautifully as Isma. He gets dunked on. Rooster gets a reset. It's an okay play if they can salvage more than that. But Rooster, the hail of arrows is only for the mighty. And Noah sent him down to the crypts as GX. Man, that was smooth.
GX get 4. BDS find themselves floundering once again as the sad beat is thrown out by Noah. We see an engage initiated by BDS, an ultimate from the Pantheon to catch onto the bot lane. Jhin is the target though, quickly pops the ultimate and drops the exhaust, gets a 3-man ulti, and this is where GX looks to collapse. Keep your eyes on the positioning of Jackies as he comes from the south, connects an ulti onto 2. Parus does what he can by trying to interrupt the Yone. He's forced to return back to his main body as Rooster is doing his best to get something for his team, but he falls and GX walk away the victors of the fight.
The aspirations, or rather the feeling is high in GX, but I'm sure the aspirations are too. Another one team fight, a 2k gold lead. Jackie's sending it all in onto Nuke. That holds away for the time being, but note, after that fight, Dragon didn't actually go down. So we're still sitting on Dragon.
Yeah,
Herald's coming up in a minute 5.
Ended up falling in that skirmish.
They did.
It looks like Isma's going to try and start this one off. They have control over mid. Jackie's, with that completed blade, is now much more threatening on the bot lane. Nuke is always at risk of being solo killed, so he has to respect it.
Isma takes no damage from this.
Checking.
He heals up with Nature's Grasp. Jhin looking for an engage with Ghost already popped onto Parus. Good body slam, but a flash match. A pulverize in the air. The enemy support down, and GIANTX gives 4 over to Noah. His damage hurts like hell as Ice a good sidestep, but BDS are losing out on this Dragon, and GIANTX with another Bramble smash are going to pick up their first Dragon of this game 3.
Noah commits the ultimate, knowing that with it he would have enough damage to secure the kill. Beautifully played by him. As Jackie's
Fate Sealed misses onto Noah though. The third Q still connects. Noah's taking a lot of damage, and the flash on Jackie's close. He's so close. He now doesn't have a flash though, and a Fate to be unsealed to get the range is not there either.
But you see what I mean, that Nuke is always at risk of being killed now in the 1 versus 1. Even staying underneath this tower doesn't guarantee his safety. He's going to need that Seraphs to get that shielding to provide him with that extra bit of safety. But for the time being, if Jackie's had landed 1 more Q, if his ultimate had clipped onto Nuke, that would have been a dead Taliyah.
BDS, they want to fight the Herald at 2k. Parus is coming in. He's got no bomber. He's got a flash, but he won't even use it. BDS are coming in late onto an Alistar. I don't know what that's going to do. Absolutely nothing, I think, is the answer. And GX just pick up another objective here.
Things are looking very dire for BDS right now. The goal difference is already starting to mount. Guldborg ulting.
Where is he going? Bot. Weaver's wall as well. Onto Jackie's. He just seismic shove here. A flash stun, a guarantee. Even under turret, Jackie's is dead meat. Good shutdown, and BDS using the globals well.
These are the type of plays that BDS need to be making. Getting that pick onto Jackie's is massive. You get a nice gold injection, but it looks like that top tower is still going to go the way of GX. So GX looking to continue their proactivity on the map, making sure that they don't lose out even when BDS forces these plays.
It's 2.5k gold lead, but a shutdown onto a Pantheon is the best you can hope for here. BDS in this position. 3 grubs on GX means that this is slow for Nuke. He's got Parus to support him though, so with this long push, maybe Nuke's going to be okay. No, Isma's showing his face, Jhin as well, TP2. Nuke will not get that turret, so it is no turret trade. That means the kill is the only source of gold.
Right now, GX are just setting up for this bot lane tower. They know that these outer towers are the next easiest objectives to take. They have the Herald and they're going to drop it. They're keeping Lot in mid as the top wave is super deep pushed in. And that's going to be an easy objective secure. They're going to try and escort this towards the next tower, and I don't think there's much BDS can do about it. They have the Maokai ultimate as well if they want to zone them away.
Jackie's looking for the brush. Nature's Grasp as well. Herald gets the charge. It might even be a kill. Fate Sealed only to 1, but it's onto Parus. Bobbed away, but he's stunned up forever. That's Jackie's who can't move. BDS, this is their moment in the sun as Jhin is isolated, and he'll die for a reset to Rooster. The Batman is coming. He's flying. As Isma flashes away, he knows he's got to get the hell out of dodge. Bukata needs to slow here, needs to stun onto Noah. Hail of arrows, his flash too. BDS finally warming up a little bit in this game as well.
We heard earlier from Jackie's that he said, I need to be careful not to get bored. Because that kind of play, like, that was an unnecessary
they were
play.
bored, Betty.
Like, he wanted to make something happen there, and he ended up getting punished for it. The kills that equalize, they're going to lose a lot of gold as well. And we look at this engage, like the dive wasn't necessary. The objective should be the focus. He gets a knock-up, he commits the ultimate, but that exhaust from the Gragas completely mitigates his damage. The chain CC is good. Jhin really can't follow up from that either, and Isma had already taken so much damage. An overzealous play, an unnecessary one, and it costs GX a lot.
Why didn't EO though?
Because he was CC'd forever. I mean, Taliyah Pantheon. One target gets chain CC'd for the rest of their life. Well, there's hope, Betty.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, look, 2 items now on Rooster.
I see it.
Actually,
he's gone full.
has Lot based yet? Hang on, I gotta check if he's sitting
You do that while I talk to the audience, okay?
Oh, he's sitting on about 1.3k gold. Because I'm like, he should have another complete item. I guess he does have the... Well, he has tier 2 boots.
This, by the way, we're talking backstage, you know, a lot of Aatrox builds coming forward. Usually like a Profane Hydra I've seen today has come forward as like a viable second item. The Voltaic Cyclo Sword, which is the biggest mouthful in League of Legends. Good slowing tool. I guess when you want to chase and chase down, it's a... I mean, it's still a great item. I feel like Aatrox has a bit of a build path these days.
Yeah, he's got a lot of options available to him.
He does. He's very broken.
But that's what I mean. Okay, well, I don't know if I go that far.
He is. I mean, Sundered Sky on him, by the way. I think
we'll see how broken Rooster is in the fight as Jhin forced an early ulti.
Yeah, but are they going to turn it? Teleport comes out. GX really want to fight this. And Nature's Grass, that's good. That lanes down, but Rooster back into his demon form. Lot about to go Mega Gnar, though. His ult is better, and it's layered with GIANTX. Now for Bukata, though, the cleanup's good. The curtain call helped out a lot, and Rooster, he's still flying. He's still flying. This demon with wings is still flapping over the wall. There's the ulti from Jackie. He pulls them together. He's trying, but he survives. Almost gets the kill and return. The dragon, he's getting close to Chain Lightning. Ice needs to tank it up. Noah in range. He can't find anything. He can't find anything, right? Right. The steal onto Ice instead. Smite's going to come in. Bukata has it. And Dragon number 2 for BDS.
I mean, that was a well-played fight from BDS, considering how it initially looked for GX. Of course, GX committed quite a lot once they CC'd 2 members in the brush. They thought that with those early 2 kills that the fight would be guaranteed, but then things just started to turn in BDS's favor. So you can see it's Jhin that's the early target. Bukata's going to get knocked back into the team, and he's going to be isolated. Oh, but Varus gets... Oh, actually, no, he doesn't get isolated for very long. Bukata's the focus, a nice ultimate from Lots. Then they combine the wombo combo. It's looking good. But then Ice on the backline just doing massive damage thanks to the Jhin ulti. It turns into a 3 versus 3. And all of a sudden, Isma's trapped in the pit without flash. So there's little he can do to get out. Jackie's goes over the wall, gets a 2-person ult.
Close.
So good amount of damage. He's forced to disengage before he can clean anyone up.
Atakan. We're doing it again. What is up and available, Betty? I don't know how much time you have because we're just going to watch the fight play out. 6.5k. BDS, all 5 members group out in this quadrant. Change corruption, land out, spreads to 2. There's Nature's Grass on the back end. Atakan flip, taken by Isma. And now Jackie returns in. He doesn't need an ulti because the damage is done. Lot will take one. Jackie brought back in. A reset for Rooster, but GX are on his tail, running for his life as the curtain call is buying time onto Isma. Needs another reset. His ulti expires, but Lot saves his ulti for them all. Knocked sky high by Jhin as Noah runs in melee, has to flash, Rock's getting thrown out, it's getting messy, bounces over, Lot still here, Ice gets a deadly flourish, trap out for Vision, a double for Lot in the meantime as we've got 2 alive from GX, 1 from BDS, as we're scrapping in the junkyard again.
What an insane fight as the health bars get so low for both sides. Isma arrives to the fight late, but he arrives just in time. He throws out the ultimate, he commits the Smite Q combo and secures the Atakan. A beautiful knockup from Jhin, but then BDS turn their attention onto Jackie. They're saying if we can take out this Yone, there's a good chance that we can win out on this fight. Rooster survives a crazy long time.
Protect the breath.
Ice's ultimate does a huge amount of damage. A nice knockback comes through from Nuke as well. And this is where things get real scrappy as Locke connects the ulti onto 2. The follow-up knockups, but Ice is also unthreatened. Another nice knockback from Nuke.
Yeah.
Makes it so close. Ice is this close to cleaning up the entire fight. He loses vision. He can't quite get that auto off. And it ends up being, what, a 4 for 3 in GX's favor.
It was such nice spacing from Nuke and I. Oh my
goodness.
Diddly doodly. Holy moly. ISO flashing away. Hang on, in trouble. Trains of Corruption out of range. Redemption almost. Oh my god. By the tippy toe, Ice will survive.
Just barely is he able to get away as GX secure another tower. In the top lane, though, Jackie's looking for a 1v1 against
He steps
Rooster.
up here. This is classic. Jackie's maybe getting caught out. He's going to wind it over the wall, but he catches Rooster by yet another toe. Bukata comes in for the guarantee. Jackie's gets out over the wall. Bukata misses the Q, takes a warp out. Nuke's there, though. Flashes for it. The fate unbound. He's going to come back eventually. Nuke is waiting. Jun's coming in to save the day. The threaded volley blocked by a piece of cow, and Jhin gets the stun up. Lock coming in, up against the wall. Nuke getting baited, and Jackie's is the master of them all.
Jackie's, he was supposed to be caught in that top lane, but he turns it into a pick of his own. Nuke hungry to shut him down, but he is denied that opportunity.
This is devolving.
It is devolving indeed.
Oh my god.
It's games like this that I think BDS want, though, where there is no clear owner of who is dictating the pace of the game. GX do have the gold lead, but we are devolving into chaos, and this is BDS's best avenue to get a game in this series.
Have you ever been on Space Mountain in Disneyland?
I have not.
Okay, it's dark inside the ride. It starts off light, and you go in, and there's just stars, but you have no idea what's going on.
I see.
It is one of the best roller coasters in the world. I think I did it in China. I can't remember.
We are on a roller coaster, that is for sure.
No, we are on Space Mountain, my friend.
14 to 13
I have no
is the
idea
kills.
what's going on.
The gold within touching distance. A lot of it sitting on this Gnar.
It is. Where are we at for items as well? Quick check there. I'm seeing something that can save lives. Seeing a bit of lifesteal as well. Third item just picked up for that Varus while I was doing that too. Waiting for...
It's just a shield on Immortal Shield. Well, a lot of the lifesteal, of course, coming through from Blade of the Ruined King, but going to give him that much needed survivability as we see Jackie's. Every time he goes in,
he's okay for now.
He does get CC'd quite aggressively.
Nuke was in the wave, so he was going to get seismic shove.
Oh,
but
Dragon being started off.
This is the fight. BDS want to keep their dreams alive. Their playoff run. How's it going to look? How's this series going to look for the rest of it? Nature's Grass connects. After Dragon goes down. That's 2 apiece. Chains of Corruption you mentioned. He gets Parus. The poke is good, but no one really in severe range yet. Lot about to go to Mega Gnar. BDS are getting collapsed upon. They're getting sandwiched. There's no way out. They have to go through this soon-to-be Mega Gnar, who has everyone by the wall in the lot. Taken down. BDS, though, playing it through the ground. It's Rooster who needs to get a reset as Bukata jumps in. As Nuke dies, it's all for naught. GX collapse and complete.
In the extended fight, GX come out on top once more. They secure the Dragon as well, and BDS are faltering. It's hard to find an easy target as they're being shepherded here in the bot lane. Nuke doing what he can to get the poke down, but Lot is the real threat. A nice ulti comes through, but the flashes were committed. GX members closed the gap, and then BDS spread apart. And once they've spread apart, there's little that they can do to turn this fight around. They're forced to retreat. They're forced to leave their members. And the thumbs up comes through from Noah.
He's giving the camera some work as well, he knows. GX steps away from a 3-0. Baron needs to be stolen. Roos is coming in. Jhin over the wall. Parus is in as well, but
Jackie's.
He's got a smite, but Jackie's brings them together, and Parus won't get anywhere near taking Ice out in the process. Noah gets the flash forward as Rooster narrowly avoids death. Baron and 1. That's perfect for GX.
My goodness, Jackie's shuts down the AD carry, but the action isn't over yet.
Bukata greedy to stay there, disrespectful, and the jungler that all series long has been second fiddle to Isma is taken down as well.
That's going to be a top tower for GX. That's looking to potentially even be the game. They have a wave in top, they have a wave in mid, they have the Baron, and GX is looking to 3-0 this series.
If they 3-0, what then? What does it mean for their playoff run? This single elimination best of 5. when has it been closest? Maybe this game, you'd argue. You'd argue that BDS probably put their best display on right here, right now, but GIANTX now in the base, getting caught out. That's Jackie. Seismic shove as well. It's not over yet. BDS, their last hope is here, but Nature's Grasp gets down Ice. The Jhin from range has to run back to base as Lot comes in, gets the slow onto Roos. He's about to go mega again. Lot is styling on them. Parus gets sent to a wall, and there's not enough damage to take him down. Finally, the shove back. Lot slowly whittling, and he will be dead. Shut down over to Ice, but one Nexus turret gone as the Hex Blades to get out is so much faster than Nuke's ulti.
GX took so much from BDS. A few picks earlier in the jungle result in an inhibitor falling in BDS's base. They're looking to get back out on the map, get what gold they can, but this game feels done and dusted. It's a 7.6k gold lead. So many items are being completed, and GX are looking monstrous. They have performed exceptionally well in this series, and Isma, you called it out, leading the charge. Noah right next to him with his performance as well.
Yeah.
GX is on form today.
It's been an impressive day. Flashed away from the chains of corruption. Nuke gets out. But BDS today has been a rough day for them. Every turn, GX has been quicker, better. The comps have been simpler. There's always a good engage tool on GX, and props to the drafting coaches. You know, this really has been a best of 3. I think we've talked a lot about draft and how important it has been. GX have had the simpler tools to execute in most games, if not all.
I mean, GX came in with a clear game plan, and their identity is as clear as day. They're looking to do more damage to this base. Another tower will fall. An inhibitor is quick to follow as Lot pushing in that mid wave. He doesn't have the Baron, but the Baron's soon to fall off anyway. BS, they need a last. They need something.
They need something. There's a pick onto Isma. That's good. Nature's Grasp before he dies, but a shutdown regardless. Jackie's trying to jump in. Good engage, but a face sealed will find 3. Ice, Parus, Rooster, all bleeding from the hip down. Redemption helps out, but Noah finds the tip of the range. Lot gets one, but it's an important one. Jackie's jumps in. Rooster helps keep the game alive. Nuke as well, but they're trying. They're clenching at straws. They're just hoping to hold on to something. GX will take an inhibitor on the way out. And BDS, as we get a pause, are still alive.
We run into a pause.
Who spilled the water?
As GX set their sights on the Nexus, 2 have fallen. Isma on the side of GX. BDS, their defense is in tatters. I can see the ready checks. We'll see if we jump back into game.
Did BDS drop water? That's all I wanted. Did they do a Linsus?
Once we have more information, we will, of course, share it with you.
Yeah, as you
But
said.
my goodness, everything is in tatters. No inhibitors left standing. Minions are pouring into the base of BDS. BDS will need to make magic happen.
Okay.
Nuke, Ice, and Rooster, they're all
Coming
alive.
back.
We're jumping straight back into the game. GX setting their sights on the Nexus, looking to 3-0 this series and make their way to the summer playoffs.
Let's see if they ended here. Not sure what the pause was about, but it might be short-lived. Yep, we're back to a Nexus turret. It's only a couple of hits away. No one can step up. Chains of corruption onto Nuke. Rooster gets poked from the right as well. Lot's about to go to Mega Gnar with a boomerang out. Lot is going to go beast mode with a ban. Nexus out. GIANTX have made a statement today. They have shown that their early game is not just a flash in the pan to be thrown away later on. It is instead how they've grown throughout the year. There is a problem though. Jackie's is dead. Noah is at full HP, but BDS are respawning. And Jackie's dying there yet again, delays the game, but GIANTX are eager to close it out.
They're playing a little too much right now.
Oh.
It's giving BDS avenues to hold the
Is it
line.
done?
But it's just the Nexus.
Chains miss. Turrets coming up. Oh my God. We're going to continue. But for how long, Andrew Vedius?
Isma is here. They're hitting.
One more wave. One more wave. Lot's going to go mega. And yeah, okay, Picard is dead. GIANTX. You had us at the first half. You had us at the second. But I tell you one thing today, you improved the hell out of your game. Welcome to playoffs after an exemplary 3-0.
Both teams from Group A qualifying to playoffs, just showing how tough that group was.
Yeah.
Vitality and GX. It's going to be an interesting playoffs for sure, as this team has demonstrated that they can convert those early game leads into convincing performances. Very well played by GX.
They were great.
And commiserations to BDS. This will be an end to their year, a challenging year for the organization as they've gone through many roster iterations. But today is GX's day.
It really is. They should be proud. You can vote for your player of the series at now.
You can vote for your player of the series.
Oh my God, it's hard.
Isma, Noah, or Jhin over at LEC on X. I think it should be Isma,
It should
quite
be
frankly.
Isma, yeah.
I would understand those voting for Noah. He also had a
I would understand those
himself.
voting for Jhin. Jhin had clean engages as well.
For sure.
I think,
But I think it's just a really big moment for Isma because in an elimination series, he's a player that didn't have a great debut into the league, and it just shows that a change in environment, an opportunity to grow, could do wonders for a player, and for him to lead the team like they have is awesome to see.